Willie, July of 1975, you made your Major League debut. How blessed and how rewarded do you feel that all these years later, you're still at spring training?
I mean, it's a blessing. It really is. I mean, when you think about still being able to put the uniform on, I still feel it's a privilege and an honor, even at my age, okay? So, but I've always stayed in pretty good shape. I love working with the players. I love giving back. When I came up in 75, I came up with the Pirates. A lot of fans don't remember that I signed with the Pirates. They always see me as a Yankee. But guys like Willie and Dave Parker and Ed Ott and those guys taught me how to play the game. And so when I became a Yankee, I was always kind of already prepped for, being part of a winning situation and understanding how to be a teammate. Because they took me under their wing and showed me how to play the game.
You were 21 years old at the time. Obviously in 76, you're right, you become a Yankee. What are the best pieces of advice that you try to impart now to some of the youngsters on the Yankees?
Yeah, well, I always try to work from the head down. Physically these guys are very talented, but to me it's all between the ears. Concentration, focus, preparation is a big thing nowadays. These guys work really hard, but to me it's about learning the fundamentals, but doing them consistently every day. You watch baseball nowadays, and I think there's a lacking of fundamental baseball, base running, execution, putting the ball in play, things that are really conducive to winning. So what I try to do with my young players is not talk so much about the physical, it's talking about how to be a winner and prepare yourself for the championship season.
A couple of those young players, Volpe at shortstop already has a gold glove. Jazz at second base, very dynamic player. When you have watched the two of them this spring, what has stood out to you?
Well, I like the rhythm right now, and that's huge for middle infield. And they're starting to get to know each other, obviously. They're both great athletes, but they've worked really hard together. We've talked a lot about them being the captains in the infield, if you will. Really controlling, the whole flow and rhythm of the game. As you know, center field, catcher, middle infield, that's your foundation. And the importance of defense is paramount with this team, especially because with the pitching roles we have right now, you have to catch the ball, we have to be better defensively, but solidifying that core and growing with it, because they have a potential to be really good together. I mean, they're both young. If you can put this together and grow, they're going to get better and better every year. It kind of reminds me of the way Bucky Dent and I was back in the 70s, where we won championships because we understood the importance of playing solid defense every day, and these kids have a chance to be even better.
Final question. You and I were talking the other day, and you're very proud of the fact that you're here for the whole spring. So those eyes have seen a lot of baseball this spring. What should Yankee fans be excited about this 2025 team?
Wow, that's a great question, because I like to see how this season evolves and comes together. Spring training is great, and you get a chance to get your body ready and get the little rhythm feel with the camaraderie. But I like the additions in this team with Bellinger, who's athletic but is going to be able to play different positions. I had Goldie at the WBC, and I was so impressed with him, man. His leadership is fundamentally sound. He's going to really be a really good RBI guy behind Judge. I think it's important to obviously protect Judge, but I think those guys can bring that to the table. So fans are going to get a chance to see Jazz hopefully blossom, because, he's exciting. I got to, kind of keep him under control a little bit, because he has a fun doing what he's doing, and that's great. But I love that. I love the fact that, some young pitchers might step up. There's some really good arms in this camp. Mm-hmm. And right now we need those kids to step up, because, again, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Gil. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But I just think that this is a different kind of team for me, Jack. And I just think that the fans are going to love it, because I think the way they are coming together in spring training, playing for each other, and Booney does a great job of bringing the kids together and understanding that, we're the Yankees and we expect to win. So let's get after it, like he always says.